welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for always coming back to my channel. My name is Evelyn. A very warm or cold afternoon here. It's warm, but at the same time it's raining. I'm very happy to come back to you once again. I'm happy because so far I've been able to get a good number of subscribers, and I don't take it for granted, because if it is not for you guys, the love that you have showed me, I don't know if I would have really been wanting to do this anymore. So just because of the love that you have showed me in my channel, I just want to say asante. Thank you for always visiting my channel. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for even sharing this love. Thank you for all those who have been able even to go back to my previous videos, because there are so many things I've been able to talk about. There are amazing guests that I've been able to bring to my channel, and I believe that so far so good, and I also believe that there is so much ahead of us that we need to work on. So this evening or this afternoon, I'm going to talk about young generation. Like, our generation is really crashing. My heart is bleeding for the generation, especially for the young generation in Kenya, because of the frustrations that they are going through. Like you can see right now in Kenya, there is a lot of alcoholism. We have so many young men or young women who are so much drawn into alcohol, and these are brilliant minds, brilliant people, young people with great capability and ability to do wonders in this country or even in the world in general. So sometimes I tend to ask myself, like, where have we gone wrong, or what is this that is really making our young generation to like get washed away like this in alcohol? Like sometimes when you're even walking around places, you just meet young men, young women in a lot of kind of stress because of alcoholism. Like the alcoholism that is here in Kenya right now, I think it is just beyond our imaginable rates, and I believe that something needs to be done. If not later, I think something needs to be done like now. In my channel, I'm going to feature people who have gone to even universities. They have degrees. There are those even who have gone up to master's level, and they've not been able to get jobs. They've not been able to get anything. Imagine going to school right from childhood to a place where you've been able to get your master's degree, and you're not able to get anything sustainable for yourself. You can't even feed yourself. You cannot even feed a family if you have one, that is. And I think these are the things that are making our young generation feel like, well, then what? Sinikunywe tu pombe, see, then I just wash away my problems in alcohol. And I think this is the reason why, because you see, even when we are having campaigns, most of these leaders, they promise our young generation that they will have jobs for them. But the bitter truth is that even when they come into power, they might really want to give them jobs, but sometimes they are not able to create those many jobs or those enough jobs that they promise them. And that is why we see, even in our campaigns, we just see young people who are always in the front line of even throwing stones or even doing campaigns for these leaders who want to be in power, hoping that maybe they will be able to get something in return, like jobs or empowerment and things like that. But the truth of the matter is that our young generation feels like they are marginalized, like they are not recognized, like there is nobody there to listen to what they have in their hearts. How do I go to school from childhood to a place I've been able to achieve degrees or even masters or even PhDs, and I'm not even able to get anything for myself? I can't get even it doesn't have to be a white collar job, but you see, there are people who have been able to come up with brilliant minds that they can create employment for themselves. But even that empowerment to create employment for themselves is not there. So in my channel, I've decided also to like kind of look to reach out to people who feel like yes, I've been through, I've done education, I think I'm done with books, but I'm not able to get a job. Like getting a job in Kenya, I think it's like getting water inside a stone, which is very impossible. And then we also realize that most of our job market today, we have incompetitive people. You can find that somebody who is serving you in an office maybe did not even reach university. There are those who maybe did not even reach maybe secondary. But just by the fact maybe you can speak some English, and because of the connections that you have, that is how you end up getting a job. Where does this leave people who have gone to school? Where does this leave people who have gone to a college? Where does this leave people who have attained degrees and things like that? And that is why when you go to bars, the biggest number of people who are there is young generation. That is where you'll find young men, that is where you'll find young women, that is where you'll find them drinking any kind of alcohol. They don't care. They don't even have, it doesn't have to be even in a pub. They can do it from anywhere. That is why even these alcohol places in our dens, like you find there are mama pimas, we call them here locally in Kenya, mama pimas, like these brewers who are doing it like locally in their homes. They have a big clientele, and 99% is young people. We are losing our generation. We are losing our generation to alcoholism. We are losing our generation to frustrations because I'm not able to put myself together. I'm not able to understand this country. I'm not able to understand like why does it have to be like this? So you find there are people who are so messed up with, by alcohol. Even if you want to do something for them, even like as a family, I've seen families who try to struggle with one of their own who maybe is an alcoholic, but they can't do anything for them. Because even if you try to set up like a business for them, you realize like atakunywa tu hiyo pesa yote, like this person is going to waste all this money. You realize even if you try to like put them in a counseling program, it is a long way to go. Even if you put them in a rehab, it is a long way to go. So I tend to understand like where we are right now, something needs to be done. Something needs to be done. And I know there are NGOs out there that are trying to reach out to people like those, but what have they done so far? Like, how many people are they able to reach? How many people are they able to reach? So this afternoon, I have a guest of mine who I'm going to like introduce him to you later, who is going to take us through the journey of life, like the young generation, their expectations when they are growing up, their expectations when they are going to school, their expectations when they are working hard. You realize there are people who wake up as early as 3 a.m. and maybe they are in those remote places where there's not even electricity, and they are working so hard just because they were told education is the key. Like education is the one that is going to make you move from this poverty. But when we go back to the ground, that is not the situation. Imagine a family that has to like sell everything that they have. You realize that there are families that they have like cattle. I'm referring to maybe most families that are in rural areas. They sell cattle, they sell most of their livestock. They give up like almost everything for their loved one to join school, or for their loved one even to join university. They even call harambes, like for people to come and donate. And then after all this has been said and done, this person comes back home locally. You find them now doing manual jobs for the neighbors, or they've gone to casual jobs to maybe around places like those. Why did we have to sell all that? Why did we have to sacrifice all this in the name of education, in the name of like, if I go to school, I am going to be, like, it's a ticket, it's a gateway to a good life, only to realize it's like you've been shortchanged, because here you have papers that are not even making sense, papers that they have a lot of English and a lot of weight in terms of looking at them, but even to where to present them. Nowadays, even to get attachment has become a big job. Even just to get attachment is a problem. Even just to get a company that tells you, okay, come, you can be doing this and that, it's a problem. It's a problem. The young people are saying, hello, I just need a place where I can get expertise. Okay, I have come from school, I have come from college, I have come from university, but I need a place where I can now kind of get the main expertise. But they tell you, no, you need to have 5 years of expertise. So if I don't start from here, where do I get these 5 years of expertise? I think these are things that really need to be looked at. I think these are things that people need to sit down and look at them once more. Maybe if this was something that was passed down to us like maybe 100 years ago, then I think people should go back to the table and draw it again, because they tell you you can only get a job if you have 5 years of expertise. But where do I get these 5 years of expertise if I'm not even allowed to work as an attachee? Where do I get that? And these are the things that are killing our young generation, because you find one person or other who have finished university, and they start moving or tamaking. We call it tamaking. They start tamaking from point A to point B to point C to point D, trying to look even for a place of attachment. If I'm being denied attachment, yet back at home we don't have anything substantive. You know, it's not everybody of us who have been born in rich families whereby even if you don't get a job, we have a family company or we have a family business that you can come and you can still get something out of that. There's multitudes of people who have come from poor backgrounds, and they feel like if I get a job, I'll be able to give back to my family, I'll be able to give back to the society, or even just by that myself, I can be able to cater for my own needs without being a baggage to anyone. So these are the things that are killing our young generation. One, because they are not able to get jobs. Two, because they are not able to be given the proper mentorship in terms of like allowing them to get like attachments in these companies that we have here in Kenya, because you need to have a so and so to introduce you to a Mr. So to get that even attachment. You need to part with some amount of money to be able to get this employment. You've seen or you've heard here in Kenya, to get employment even in the KDF, to get employment, this is a disclaimer by the way, to get employment in the KDF, to get employment in the Kenya Police, there are rumors that you have to part with some amount of money. Okay, fine. There could be those who get genuinely like employed, but there are those who say, no, if I didn't part with this, I wouldn't have gotten this. And unapata, this is somebody who has not even gone to school. Maybe they've gone to school even maybe up to just class 8. And here, he's in an office. And there is somebody out there who is stomaching his hell out of his SEM to get a job. So these are things that we really need to look at. Our young generation is at a place where it's a place between a rock and a hard place. That is why they are doing drugs. That is why they've involved themselves in illegal things. That is why they're doing alcohol like it is right now. That is why they're involving themselves in illicit sex. And even I think that is why now even these things like LGBTQ are really growing. Because you see, these young people will go for anything that is giving them money. If LGBTQ will give me money, sawa. If that's why I'll get money, if that's why I'll get my kila siku hustle, or maybe my payment kila siku, fine, you come and do things on me. I don't think it's like everybody is in for that. There are people who are in that because maybe of the goodies that come with that. But when you try to say that apana, we need to sit them down and tell them that this is wrong. Okay, fine, it is wrong. What do you have in hand to give them? What do you have in hand for them not to fall into this? Why is crime? Why is crime in the rise? Why do we have confirmed gangs, confirmed is where there is a lot of mobile money theft, like there's a syndicate. Why do we have that? It is because of the fact that these people are not able to get jobs. They are frustrated. They feel like, if I don't steal, where do you want me to go? What do you want me to do? That is the reason why we have so many young people on the streets, drinking, stealing, killing. That's why. So in this segment, I'll be able to like host a few people who will tell me their journey with degrees, who will tell me their journey with trying to look for jobs, who will tell me their journey with struggling with alcohol and things like that. So thank you so much for always joining me. Thank you for always coming back to my channel. I tell you, I feel appreciated when I see my subscription going up. So I don't have much that I can say up to this point. I can only be thankful to God, because even starting this YouTube channel, it has made me know like I can be able to reach people. I can be able to talk issues that are affecting me, and at the same time I can be able to listen to people who have issues that are affecting them and they want to speak out. If you have an issue that you feel maybe we can air, if you have an issue that you feel we can talk about, something that is pressing you down, something that you feel you want to share, I have my email down right at the end of this section. You can always write to me. You can even write to me at the comment section. I'll be able to reach out to you and be able to give you a platform where you can be able to talk. Asanteni sana. God bless you, and as always, bye.